Alright, my names are Niva Mercy, and today we are going to be talking about polynomials. What do we understand by the meaning of the word? What do we understand by polynomials? From the word polynomials, we can split them into two to mean poly and nomials. These are two different words joined together. Poly means many, and the nomial means terms. So when we join these two together, it becomes many terms. So therefore, we can define polynomials as an expression with many terms. An expression with many terms. For example, we have an expression, let's say with two or more terms. We have 2x plus 3. It's an example of a polynomial. We have 2x squared plus 2x plus 4. It's an example of a polynomial. But each of these, they have a name. Each of these, they have a name. But I would like to ask, if I write 2x, is it a polynomial? Yes, it is a polynomial. It is a polynomial with one term of degree 1. It is a polynomial of one term with degree 1. Likewise, this term is also a polynomial with degree 1, and this expression is also a polynomial with degree 2. So hence, we can define polynomials as an expression with more than one terms having degrees. With more than one term having degrees. Now, we are going to go ahead to see the different names allocated to these expressions having one term, two terms, and three terms. For example, an expression with just one term is referred to as a monomial. A monomial. And an expression with two terms is referred to as binomial. And lastly, an expression with three terms is known as a trinomial. A trinomial. An expression with one term, a monomial. An expression with two terms, binomial. And an expression with three terms, trinomial. Now, I would like to ask, if I write 2x plus, let's say 3x, because I said when we have two terms, we refer them to as binomials. So if I write 2x plus 3x, is it going to be a binomial? Just a few seconds to answer. Yes? Alright. Now I would like to answer this by saying this expression or these terms is not a binomial. And if it is not a binomial, it can't be a polynomial. If it's not a binomial, because these two terms can be added together. This plus this gives us 5x. So it gives us a single term. It gives us a single term. So we can't refer this to be a binomial. Now, we are going to proceed by seeing some examples of how we can add and subtract polynomials. So we go by writing addition of polynomials. Addition of polynomials. Addition of polynomials. Okay. So addition of polynomials. Polynomials can be added. Just like in grade 8, we're talking about like terms and unlike terms. Two polynomials can be added if they are of the same degree. If they are of the same degree, and they can likewise be subtracted if they are of the same degree. For example, two polynomials, I can add 2x plus, let's say 5x. The degree of this term is 1. and the degree of this term is 1. So these two terms can be added to give us 7x. But if I have, for example, 2x plus 5x squared, or I can say add 2x to 5x squared. It means we have 2x plus 5x squared. Now look at these two terms. It remains the same because both terms are of different degrees and they can't be added together. Now if we go to subtraction, I will say subtraction of polynomials. I will say subtract, let's say 7x from, let's say 14x. Subtract 7x from 14x. What are we going to do? I will simply write my 14x minus 7x. These two terms can be subtracted because they are of the same degree. The degree here is to the power 1 and the degree of this term is 1. So both terms can be subtracted to give us 7x. Similarly, we can also have 2x